Hey everyone, this is Nicole, and I am back with something I haven't done in a while, and it's a haul. I have not been buying nearly as many supplies as I used to. I have been really working hard at reorganizing and using up my stash because I have a lot of it. And so usually I'm doing maybe only about maybe one, maybe two orders a year, if that. With that said, it's going to be a little bit of a larger order because I went back and hadn't ordered probably. I mean, I've ordered like a couple things here or there, but there were just some lines that I'm like, I really kind of went that line, and so I got some bits and pieces of some lines that are a little bit older, but they still had. So you'll see some product here that has been out for a little while, but then you'll see some of newer product as well. And I've been doing such a good job at just really working with my stash, and I just really felt like I needed something new to get me a little bit more motivated and just some new things to add to my stash. So I'm first going to show you, I did get it all organized by collection. I'm going to show you some of the random things first, and then I'll go through the different collections that I got and the bits and pieces of those. So first off, kind of some random pieces is I found these really fun music notes. They're just flat stickers. They're silver and then like multicolor and black, and they're really pretty. I just do, I have two daughters that do a lot of singing, and I have a lot of layouts that include music theme to them, from musical theater to choir to solos to dance. I still have a lot of dance pictures to scrapbook, so I thought these would be good for any of those. And then I got this main character energy vellum sheet from Chamel, just because I love myself a good camera print, and thought this was so stinking cute, and wanted to have that in my stash. So I got those. And then I just grabbed some Snap Pocket refill pages, 6x8 pages, just because I'm going to hopefully soon be working on a couple mini albums, one for each of my daughters with their senior pictures. So I'm scrapbooking layouts for their senior pictures, but I also thought it'd be fun to have one 6x8 album for each daughter. That was more of like a simpler style that had some 6x8 prints and a variety of different prints, and just focus that so they each have their own album that just has their senior pictures in one place. So I thought I was gonna need some more of those. I might need some of the other pocket pages as well, but I know for sure I needed some more 6x8s that fit into those albums. Okay. Then I grabbed. I grabbed some Halloween stuff, which I did not need, but I wanted to. I was really bummed that I missed out on Paige Evans' Trick or Treat line from last year. I still can't get paper anywhere, as far as I know. I think I got maybe the acetate sheet, and I think let me grab actually what I have of that line really fast, and I'll just go put this away with it, because I have the album and. Maybe. There we go. Okay. Oh, see, I think I already had some of these, but I went ahead and grabbed more of it because I thought it was really cute. And so let's see what I have. I still have some Halloween photos to scrapbook of my girls when they were younger. And I just love that this line included pink and the purple, that like the brighter, not so Halloween type of purple. And just made kind of a cute Halloween layout. See, I did already have a lot of this. So I think I only have, I don't have any paper. I did already have the foam stickers. So I kind of just doubled up on some of these things that I already had, apparently. Should have looked better, but I was thinking when I found them that, oh, they're back in stock and that I didn't have them, but that's okay. I don't mind having 2 of each because they're really cute. So I got the sticker sheet and the stickers, and then I got the foam stickers, or yeah, I think they're foam. Yeah, and then this embroidery kit that was really cute. I don't know if I let's see. I don't think I had gotten that one. So that is new to me. Okay. And then the ephemera pack. So again, these are from last year. These are not new. And I was sad that I didn't get the papers, but that's okay. So I'm going to really quickly. So what I did was I just put all of her product. I did have the acetate sheet. I'm just going to pull this out and I'll put it all back in together. I just have this envelope that has other lines in it that are more brighter colored Halloween lines. So this is Happy Haunting. And so each collection doesn't always have to have their own specific envelope, but if it's maybe a collection of supplies I'd work with together, I put them together. And so, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of combine these and then put those in that. So I have 2 of the acetate sheets. I kind of figured I could just pull in, I have enough papers so that I could pull in all these different colors, the oranges and the yellows and the blacks. And then if I had enough of the embellishments, I can make that work. And so, just really cute collection. I know it, there was some issues with like it sold out very fast and they didn't restock it because I guess they didn't think that the pre-orders were big enough or something. So I do have, but I think I pretty much got everything, a couple of things twice, except for the papers. And I was just at a place where I was not trying not to purchase anything new. And then after I missed out on the papers, I was like, oh man, I should have just grabbed that one. But so here's my collection of supplies for that particular line now, and I'm just going to put it in with these other collections of brighter colored Halloween supplies, and then when I'm ready to be in the mood to Scrapbook Halloween, they'll be ready to go. So that is one way that I've been organizing my supplies. All my themed supplies, I've been trying to really organize them by how I would use them and the look and feel of them. And like with Halloween, you have the really like the more dark, like purple, green, black, and then and you're very distressed, and then you have your really bright, colorful lines that have more of a white background. So I've been trying to go through all my supplies and organize them by how they work together and look together. If I want to combine them. Okay, and then some more randomness. I grabbed these flowers. I just felt like I have a bunch of loose flowers and I have a bunch I need to organize, and I'll talk about that too. But I just got in the mood of like, I don't know, I just felt like there's so many beautiful layouts right now that I went to Scraplift that have like just all these clusters of flowers, and I don't have a lot of like, besides maybe some that are inside their collection envelopes, I just don't have a lot of just like flowers that all like match together. I have a bunch of loose random flowers left over from different collections, and so I just grabbed this from Blooming Wild. Thought it was really cute, and I'm gonna just keep it. I'll keep it with my page and stuff, but I'm gonna keep it separate on its own. And yeah, so that was kind of a random purchase. And then I grabbed this Color Vibe cardstock kit from Simple Stories. It's all wood grains and then like graph and notebook themed on the other side, which are 2 of my favorite things right now. It's a cream, which is nice because I also got a lot of white ledger background papers as well. But I love the wood grain as well. So I thought I've been looking for really trying to separate out papers that I would use, that I like to use as backgrounds, because I'm kind of getting bored with just a plain white background. But sometimes a pattern background is a little too much for me. I just like the settled patterned papers, and so I've been trying, if I find them, like someone needs to create a paper pad that is all like light wood grains, notebook, ledger, like tiny polka dots, and like really like lightly thin stripes, like, you know, those good background papers. Like that would be, I think I would gobble that up. So I'm always looking for a good background paper that isn't just white. And then I grabbed this cornhole set, which I wasn't going to, but then I was thinking about how many, I have a lot of cornhole pictures, and our family plays it a lot, and especially with my husband's siblings. And so I have a lot of pictures of us playing cornhole. And so I thought, you know what, it's just one of those simple sets, so it's not very big. It has the sticker sheet, it has the papers, and I thought it'd be nice to have. And then I did grab these page pieces. This is this is new, so 2025. So I think this is all that for their simple sets, these are the only options. I could be wrong, but I think these are the only options for the simple set. So I thought those would be fun. I'm not going to pull all the papers out of packages because that would take too long, but hopefully that will give you a good look at the designs. Just lots of fun colors. So that was a fun collection to get. And then I grabbed a couple more. Let's see, I grabbed this sticker sheet called Father's Day. I haven't uploaded the video yet, but I'm doing a series soon that is focused on using up old supplies by bringing out like an entire piece of a collection from, not a piece of a collection, like going to a manufacturer set of supplies that I don't have a ton of, but I have bits and pieces of different collections left over from the years, and I have them all organized together and working with them and getting them scrapbooked. And so one of those kits coming up that I'll be showing you is from Glitz Designs. I had just a 6x6 paper pad that was very masculine themed. It was blue and green and I think tans and browns. And so I created a little kit with that 6x6 paper pad with the intent of scrapbooking my husband and all the random pictures and stories of him that I haven't scrapbooked yet. So I thought this would be a good sticker sheet for that. I just don't have a lot of dad themed stickers. I think I had one pack in my set, and so I thought I would grab these while I saw it and it was on my brain. I got the What's Cooking set from Simple Stories. I'm sorry if the glares, hopefully it's not too terrible. I don't do a lot of cooking pictures. Like that's not really, I don't mind cooking, but it's not like a passion of mine that I have a bunch of cooking themed supplies. But I thought the colors were gorgeous, and they're so not all having to do with cooking. So they can be used for lots of different things. It also has a bit of a fall vibe to it, like as far as the, this is 2023, so this is 2 years old. So you guys have already probably seen this, but I only just got the collection kit. I don't think I got any other. I think this is all that they had. Simple Stories has quickly become one of my favorite manufacturers to work with, and so I just kind of went through Simple Stories and looked through collections for the past couple of years that I hadn't purchased because like I said, I haven't been doing a lot of shopping, but this is gorgeous. It just has a very fall and Thanksgiving theme to it, but it's very bright and colorful and different from any Thanksgiving collection that I have. So this is really fun. I'm excited for this. I'm excited to go back, and because a lot of my Thanksgiving photos do have brighter colors with my girls wearing, you know, their more feminine colors in the pictures or whatever. It's nice to have something that isn't just like the orange and the browns and the yellows. So I'm excited to play with that. And then I got this Fresh Air collection from Simple Stories. This is from 2024, so from last year. So not terribly old. I'm guessing it's probably last spring's collection. And I just thought the colors were beautiful. And I just needed to, I have some spring supplies, but I just wanted to freshen it up a little bit. And I really love the colors. Very pretty. So again, just a collection kit and stickers. So this is something I'll have to probably add to my spring collection supplies and then pull in older stash to get my dimensional pieces and things. But I just love, like, that script is so pretty. I love it. So, and then I grabbed this little collection kit. It's a big bundle kit from Fancy Pants Designs, which I haven't bought a lot of their product lately. So, but I always love a good 4th of July or a patriotic theme line that isn't just your red, white, and blue. Pink Paisley did one a few years ago that I've loved. It had just some very non-traditional color tones in their collection, and so I thought this was very similar. It does definitely have the red and blue in there. I just love that it has some other colors mixed in. I think it just makes it something different to work with when you're working with 4th of July pictures. And I still have quite a few to scrapbook. And then, so it comes with one each of 6 papers, a 12 by 12 sticker sheet, enamel dots, and 8 ephemera. Or I'm sorry, and an 89 piece ephemera pack. And so I am going to open this if that's okay, just because I haven't looked at this. It doesn't really have a great picture. And so the enamel dots. So I love that it just brings in this really pretty green and a lighter blue. And then these ephemera pieces are, that mint green is just so pretty. So there's those. And then the yellow and that brighter blue. So lots of fun. And then, and I do a lot of patriotic layouts just because my daughter's seeing the Star Spangled, the national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner, have sang it for multiple occasions. And so I scrapbook, and then I usually do a QR code on my layouts. And so I'm just doing a lot of different layouts about that as well, besides 4th of July. And so it's so cute. I love it. It's so different. And I think that's what I was looking for, was it's so pretty. Buffalo. There's not a lot of it. It's not a huge collection. So I think I can just, make a few layouts with it, and I love that. That's fun. And here's kind of your more traditional. That's really fun. Okay. And then there's the little. Okay, so that is a fun little collection that will go with my 4th of July stash. Let's see. Okay. Sorry, I should probably do this off camera, but I'm just gonna put it back in here real quick. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what kind of videos I want to do. Like I said, I'm really trying to focus on using up old stash. I'd like to do some organization videos. So I guess let me know if you guys are interested in a specific topic. Or, I could kind of go through different collections I have and how I have them organized together. My stickers, embellishments, those kinds of things, how I have those organized, and kind of come up with kind of some ideas of things that I can help you guys. I can help you guys if you guys are struggling with how to organize something, or how to put your room together and organize your supplies in a way that makes you use them. Because that's my thing, is I've done lots of different things over the years. I've organized by color, I've organized by theme, I've organized by manufacturer, and it ended up kind of being really a mixture of all those things in the end. that helps me be prolific and helps find things easier, helps me use things up easier. Because I know how I scrapbook and I know how I'm going to use supplies. And so if you're interested in kind of what I found out for myself and going through that process with different individual supplies, I'd love to do that, but I just don't want to bore people that don't want to see that. So anyway, give me some ideas if you guys have certain things you want to know how I organize, or like I'm just kind of creating a list of some fun video ideas. So even though I didn't need another Halloween line, I just couldn't pass it up again, just because I love these brighter, cleaner colors for these Halloween lines. And I've talked about this multiple times in videos about how I struggled with Halloween for the longest time because my girls were always in like these, I mean, if there was a few years they were like witches and in darker costumes, but most years they were in these bright, colorful, cute costumes. And they just didn't mesh with those really dark Halloween lines. And so I love that they have brighter lines now. And so I might go back and maybe re-scrap some of those if I kind of just went with it and didn't love the end result because of that distinct difference between the actual photos and that's just my thing. Some people don't care. When I made the Halloween mini albums that I shared last year, I just went with one color scheme and stayed with it, and it was totally fine. Like it was because it was an obvious Halloween album. And so, but these individual layouts though, I really like my pictures to really mesh well with the look and the feel of the paper, and I just was having trouble with having this really bright, pretty princess dress with these dark Halloween colors. And so I love that these brighter collections are coming out. So I still have a few of those pictures to scrapbook because I just kind of put them to the side and didn't scrapbook them because I didn't feel like I had the right supplies to work with. And because I want to use Halloween stuff for Halloween layouts. I know that you don't have to. I know you can make things work, and I do that sometimes, but I just really love themed supplies. And so anyway, so I went ahead and got this collection just to get those last few Halloween scrapbooked. And yeah, so I'm gonna actually go out just a little bit. I feel like I'm a little too close. There we go. So I got the journal bits and sentiment bits. And so this collection brings in this really beautiful aqua color and a brighter green and this pretty purple. Like it's just again, a lot more friendly to some of those costumes that aren't so dark. The brads are beautiful. They have like this really pretty, like pearlescent look to them. I love these brads. They're so cute. And then I got the glossy enamel dots as well. And I got these page pieces. I also came across when I was organizing all my photos. When I was working on organizing my photos, I've not organized all of them, but I've been doing a lot of photo work, you guys. That's another whole video I could do, or collection of videos that I could do, if that interests anybody, kind of what I'm doing with my photos. And it's kind of a game changer for me, to be honest with you. It just took some work. But I did come across a couple childhood photos of me that I didn't know I had copies of, because a lot of the photos I organized were those of my mom's that I hadn't gotten to yet. And so I need to go through and scrapbook that and then add that to the mini albums I did last year. So those were the simple pages, page pieces, and I got the bits and pieces. I mean, so stinking cute. And you guys, I have oh my gosh. I love, like, look at that pumpkin. How cute that is. I don't need Halloween supplies. I just love these so much. I love simple stories right now. Like, I just love that look. I love the look of like the notebook paper, lined notebook paper mixed in with the colors and the polka dot. That is just like my style. I love that combination of design and color. And then the chipboard, super cute. Haunted house is really fun. And then the papers. And I think I got some extras because I had some that I wanted to have two of. But again, this comes with a sticker sheet as usual. Here's a sticker sheet. And so just fun. Like, you'll see some of the individual ones here. I don't want to open up the packs, but I'll show you the extras that I got. So, because I love the cut aparts as well, if there's a background or like a B-side that I really, really like, I just get another one because I know I'm going to want to be able to use the cut apart cards as well. I just love this plaid. This paper is so stinking fun. And I also have pumpkin patch pictures and things like that that I need to scrapbook yet. So these would also work for that. It doesn't just have to be Halloween. It can be, you know, our painting or carving our pumpkins, all those types of pictures. So I just love this pattern. I think it was, I'm not for sure what I would do with it. If I would maybe just pick a couple of these and actually put a photo in, and I don't know. I'll have to see some examples online of how people use that paper, but I just really love the look of it. And then I love this as well. Again, I just love that combination of the notebook paper and the polka dots, and I don't know, I just love that. Very fun. So those are some of the extra papers I got. So I'm probably going to just include this in that same envelope. I'm gonna go and grab it. And it's getting kind of full, but one thing I noticed about these envelopes, they're from Hobby Lobby, is they actually work better and fit better on shelves if you actually fill them fuller, because they do have the ability to, I don't know if you can see here, they do have the ability, to go wider. And when you don't have it full, it just kind of crinkles up and is kind of weird. I want to find a happy medium, because the other style that they have are kind of the more flat envelopes that you can't fit very much stuff in. And then here it's like you almost need to have a ton of stuff in it, or it doesn't quite work as well. And so I wish there was maybe one like in the middle, but that's all right. Like I said, I can just, maybe I just need to go and maybe do some more like combining of collections, like having 2 collections in one. I've done that with some, just to keep them fuller. I'll show you what I mean here. So when I put this collection in here, whoops, there. Maybe there's something in there that was slapping me. Oops. Okay, there's some cute fat or lace ribbon there. Okay, so you can see how now that all that is in there, well, if I can get the thing to, I must have something that's hindering me here. There we go. Okay. So I could still fit some more in here and it wouldn't be over full, which is what I love about them. But it looks better if it's the fuller that it is. I don't know. So that's, I guess if I could find one that was like in between this and the real flat envelopes, that would be awesome. I still think these look better than the bags though, so I'm not gonna complain. Okay, so let's do, okay, so I finally got my hands on a collection I wanted since I first saw it, and then I was trying to be good, and this is kind of my process, is I put things in my cart and then I talk myself out of it. By the time I go back to my cart, half of it's out of stock. So then I'm like, okay, see, you don't need it anyway. But then, so this kind of went out of stock, but then it all came back in stock. And every time I saw people use layouts or make layouts with it, do hauls on YouTube with it, every time I saw it, I'm like, I need this collection. It's gorgeous. And very usable. I'm excited to play with it. So it's the Pretty Little Studio. It's like they have like multiple names, like Love is Kind, I think is the main name of the collection. There might be a couple of different collections in here. A lot of it is very friend-based, which is a lot of fun because I have 2 daughters who have lots of pictures with lots of friends, and I thought these would work. I definitely don't even look at this and think Valentine's Day necessarily. I just think general love, friendship, those kinds of things. So I got quite a bit. I'll just show you what I grabbed here. So I got the 12 by 12 Love is Kind paper pack. And it's 12 sheets double-sided, 24 patterns. And I'm just going to open them. I just want to see these papers. My struggle with Pretty Little Studio is not their product. I love their product. It's it's always so overwhelming because there's so many supplies to choose from, and I have to pick and choose, and I don't want to. I'm not going to go through every individual paper just because that's going to get to be way too long. This is already going to be a long video. It has a little bit of a, it has a little bit of a sheen to it. Like it's not just a different, it's very good cardstock. It's not shiny, but it definitely has a little bit more of a smooth texture to it. So pretty. The paint splatter look there. Hearts. I love this one so much. I love text on the background like that. I love the splatters. I don't know if you guys can see that. Like, I love that look. This is so cool. Cherries I don't care about, but I actually got extras of this because, again, I'm trying to collect background papers to have on hand. This really fun yellow heart, which I'll use. This is cute too. It's like their hearts is like plants with hearts on them. It's cute, but I think I like this one a lot better. Just kind of pre-made pattern paper background. It's all flat, but it just has some really fun colors. The floral. Okay, I said I wasn't going to go through them individually, but I love this. Just the pre-printed. I can hit or miss with those, but I really love the looks and styles of these. I think it's going to be a lot of fun to play with. So strawberries, I just love that look. That's fun. So you guys have probably already seen these. This has been out for a little while. That's so pretty. I love that. Again, a great background paper, but I really do like that look. So I got those. I'm just going to put all my papers in a pile here. And then I grabbed I couldn't make decisions, y'all. So some of these are probably some of the same. So this is a 12 by 12 main paper pack, which is probably the only one I should have gotten because I'm seeing some duplicates, but that's okay. And so this has some similar ones, like the cherries and this are similar, but there's some different designs in here as well. Yeah, so I'm gonna have some duplicates, but you know me, that's never been a problem. I'm going to go and take them out and just put them in a paper pile, and then I'll put them in an envelope. I'm actually out of envelopes right now, so I need to stop at Hobby Lobby and grab some. So these are just single-sided. So that one's different. That's really cute. That one's similar. But see, this again is one of those papers I would love as a background paper. So I'm glad I have multiples of them. They're hearts, but they're so little that it's not overwhelming to use as a background. I love that. I have 2 of now. And if all else fails, if I'm like, don't like the strawberries, it's a great white cardstock. Like, it's a great quality. It's thick. This is gorgeous. It's tone on tone hearts on this graph. Stripe. Oh my gosh, that is so cute. They just hit it out of the park with this collection. It's so cute. Okay. Look, guys. And you wonder why I have so much paper. I have a paper problem. So fun. And then I got the 12 by 12 mixed paper pack. So there's some different ones in here too. So I probably could have just gotten the main paper pack and the mixed paper pack and been fine. I probably didn't need that first one, but that's okay. I love that. Again, great background paper. Great background paper. That's cute. So I love this. That's really fun. So this is definitely more Valentine's Day themed, which is fun. It's different from your typical Valentine's Day. I hope I'm gonna go out a little bit, guys. I feel like whoops, not that much. Hopefully you guys can see everything So really cute. There's all kinds of yummy paper here, you guys. Let me see. I always feel like I'm so bad at this whole camera thing. Okay. Okay. Then I got some individual sheets just because I wanted to grab some more of those background papers. And so I got the notebook papers. I think I got 4 of each of those. And then so this is like a black and cream, and this is like a white, your typical notebook paper, your white with the blue and red. So I got 4 of each of those. And I'll put probably some of those in my school supply collection area as well, because those would be great for school layout backgrounds. And then I got the 12 by 12 vellum pack, which I have a lot of their vellum, and I need to use up my vellum. I have quite a bit. I thought it would be fun to have. Sometimes a different texture is fun to have on hand. Oops. So, let's see. It's hard to see when it's all. Yeah, let me see if I can flip it here. There we go. We have the cherries. These yellow flowers. So a lot of the same pattern, just in vellum. Love it. I love it. That is so cute. It's floral. Look how pretty that is. It is so pretty. Okay. So I have the vellum. Okay. And then I wish I had. Have everything not fall over here. I got 8x9 vellum pack as well, which again probably overkill, but thought that was fun. And then I think I got most of the embellishments. I didn't get them all. If they were super cutesy, I didn't get them, and then some were out of stock by the time I checked out. But I got some fun. I'm gonna see if I can go closer here. Okay, so I got these die cut tags. They're so stinking cute. These Friend Dictionary clear stickers. I just love that there was so much friendship themed stuff, because I don't have a lot of friendship themed supplies. And so I think what I'm going to do is probably, well, I'll keep this as a collection for a little while, but then when I play with it, I'm probably going to create like kind of a friendship themed section in my scrapbook room, just so I know where these types of supplies are at. Love these word die cut titles, because if you know me well enough, you know that I don't like to get my stickers out, my letter stickers. I like to create titles with the pre-made supplies that come with the collections, because I'm lazy. It's not that I don't have the alphas. I have plenty of them. I just prefer using the pre-made ones. I have these tab stickers. So cute. And the Be Mine brackets and labels. These are so cute. There's 34 in there. So love that. So great for journaling. These stars are so cute. They have like these little like faux stitching around the edges. There's 54 of those. So fun. The Lovely Mix assorted die cuts. There's 87 in here, and it's just a mix of words and icons and tabs and hearts. Clear word stickers, which I'm surprised I got. I don't do great with clear word stickers, although I'm trying to make an effort to get them to use them, the ones I have in my stash, because Simple Stories makes a lot of them. I have a lot of their clear word stickers. I think the problem is it's one of those things where once you put it down, you're kind of stuck with it, and you can't really powder them, because otherwise it discolors them. And so, and they're flimsy enough that you can't like put them on wax paper and then transfer them. So it's one of those supplies that's hard to be forgiving with. And maybe that's why. Story of Us word die cuts. So again, more of those great title options phrases, some great icons. I mean, it's so cute. So stinking cute. Okay. Okay. And then butterflies. So fun. And more word stickers called Cheers to Us. And then these are so little, but they're so cute. These are just little word and phrase stickers called You and Me. And they're really thin. So it'll be interesting to see how well I use those because they're really thin. But they're cute. And then these journaling cards. So they had a bunch of supplies that kind of had this kind of feel to them. And I do love me a good vintage anything. I don't love the cutesy vintage. I just don't find myself using them. And so this is, I think, the only one that is in there that's like that. The rest of them are all either just blank kind of ledger background or tags. There's a couple of those kind of vintage, and I'll probably just maybe stick those in my baby supplies maybe and find a way to use them, but most of them aren't that style. It says friend on there, love, so cute. And then I grabbed the best friend word stickers that are white background with multiple colors. And these same, just with different colored backgrounds and white type. And then these best friend word stickers are more of a cream color with a black type. So cute. Oh guys, more paper. I got the 6x9 mixed paper pack. That's fun. Oh, that has like the heart kind of coming off the edge. Again, I think overkill on the paper, but I just couldn't decide, so I just got it. And then I got some of the star stickers. And my pile's getting too big here. The Hug Me Clear word stickers. Side-by-side border stickers. Those are cute. Those are just great to tuck in behind a photo or just in a collection of strips. I also got the 6x9 overlay pack, clear overlay. So I got vellum and I have the acetate. So that's great. I tend to use acetate more than I use vellum, I think. Because they work great as just I don't know, vellum does too, but I just tend to use them more. Like in mini albums or as layers, but these banner stickers are so stinking cute. It's called Be Mine. And then just these tabs or label stickers are always great for just doing a quick little journal or date on the layout. And then these heart stickers. And that is it. So that is my pretty little studio collection of supplies. I'm so excited to play. It's so cute. Let's see, let's get this up here. So the one thing that I'm just noticing that and maybe they had some in the collection, I just didn't get my hands on them because they were sold out, was dimensional items. So obviously I pop dot up any of these supplies except for like the flat stickers, are I think probably a little too thin. But I'm putting these in bags because I am out of my envelopes. So otherwise this would go into an envelope. This might be too much paper. We'll see. And so I usually like to have good dimensional pieces in my collections. And so I'll probably add some like wood veneer, or I'll find some, maybe some chipboard pieces that will work. Just like to have that dimension. But again, I think most of these, especially these word titles and things, can be popped up and that can provide dimension. These stars, and those stars could definitely be popped up and add dimension. So there's some good options in here for that. So, okay. All right, guys. I guess I should have warned you that this might be a long one. I think I did. Maybe at the beginning, but maybe I didn't. Wasn't so clear as I should have been that this is going to be a longer video. But actually, I don't have a ton more. I have a few more collections, but not just smaller amounts. I grabbed the Simple Stories Summer Snapshots. So I'll go through the paper really fast. So this one must be an older collection, just because I don't have very much of it, I'm assuming. This is from 2024. So this is last year's collection. So I just kind of grabbed the bits and pieces that they still had in stock from a Cherry on Top. I feel like I am so off kilter here. Okay. So I just saw it, and I think this is the one I saw. I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Because again, last year, I don't think I bought any scrapbook supplies last year. Maybe I don't know if I did. I don't think I did. Just beautiful. So I got those two. This one. Beach ball. Love that. And the cut aparts. The watermelon. I use the cut aparts. A fun check with the ice cream. I really love those colors. They're just really pretty tones. So that is the same paper. Oops. Upside down. And the tag sheets. I always love these because it gives you lots of options. So if you want a journal, you can use one side. If you just want an image and decoration from the page, you can use the other side. It's great. Sticker sheet. Really cute. It's just a different color tone of summer. They're more muted and just different from any of the other collections that I have. So then I got the decorative brads. Really cute. They had this frames still available. And I dug out and found I had bought some acetate sheets a while back and I couldn't find them, and then I found them. I really want to start making shaker pockets because I have so many of these chipboard frames. So I really want to play with that, and I have a ton of sequins, so I need to get myself going with that. The bits and pieces, so cute. The layered chipboard, and then the regular chipboard stickers. So fun. I was made for sunny days. I love that. It's really fun. So this is a smaller collection. Again, this I think could easily be worked in with other summer themed supplies that I have if I need to bulk it up. But this is a pretty good size amount, I think. And then this is again an older collection. But I had hem and hawed about this collection for the longest time. And then as I've been going through all my stash, I was going through all my like vacation themed supplies and travel themed supplies, and I was very uninspired by them. And a lot of them are a lot older. And I have a couple cute collections to play with yet. Like I think there's a crepe paper up there at Open Road maybe that I still need to work with, but I just kept coming back to this one. It's travel themed and it's just a lot different from what I have in my stash. And I wanted to have something a little bit brighter and more colorful, just for some different traveling pictures that I still have to scrapbook. I just wanted to have some more colorful options. So I went ahead and grabbed the project pad for Adventurous with Paige Evans, and then just grabbed whatever was in stock. Again, I don't think the entire collection was still available. I just grabbed what they still had, and that's fine. Like I don't have to have everything, but there was enough of it left that I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get some of these supplies and just put them in my travel stash, and that way I'll have some more options. Got the floral bits. I got the stickers, sticker book. And again, a lot of this you could use, it wouldn't have to be travel themed, but a lot of it is. I mean, the florals obviously you can do with anything, but then used to have a lot of travel themed items. I mean, it's called Adventurous, so that's not a surprise. So just a nice little freshen up to my travel stash. I didn't have a lot of stuff in there that I love. And it's not stuff I want to get rid of. I think it's stuff that will work with certain trips. Some of my older stash, I have a lot of trips to Scrapbook yet. And I have a lot of my, so I have all my photos from my parents. So I have a ton of photos of trips that they had taken. I have no intention of scrapbooking all their old trips. I wasn't there with them. But I do have some key photos from each of those trips that they took, where they took a picture of them two together in front of a really cool, you know what I mean? I have a lot of those types of photos. I do want to scrapbook because they're pictures of my parents that are no longer alive. And even though I wasn't there, like, I just want to scrapbook those pictures of them two together. And so I think I could use my travel supplies for those pictures as well. So I'm going, this whole like purging thing, guys, is not... I've been watching videos trying to motivate myself to purge. I just have too many options in my head of how I could use something, and that's where I struggle with purging, and I'm okay with that. I fit in my space okay now. I do want to get some stuff used up, but that's something I want to go through maybe in a separate video about how I'm gonna sort through my supplies and then have, like, yeah, and designate them for different things based on, for instance, like with my vintage supplies, I've talked about this in past videos. If something looks like it would work more with a heritage photo than like a photo of current day, I put it in a whole separate location in my room. And as I'm cleaning through my stash, I put a bunch of stuff over there because I'm like, I'm going to use this with a vintage photo, not a current one, because it's not my current style. And so there's lots of ways you could go with that, with different uses. So for instance, like, okay, if I go through some embellishments, I'm like, okay, I don't really love these stickers. I don't want to throw them away. I don't want to get rid of them because I bought them and I love the looks of them on, you know, as they are, but I don't see myself using them on a scrapbook page. They could work great on cards. And sometimes I do get into mode and I do card making sessions. And I sell them at my shop. And so there's always a reason, a way I could use something. And so that's where I struggle and I need to work through that. So maybe I'll work through some of that on camera. Okay, anyway, little side note there. Stickers. I got stickers. I got the ephemera pack, which is so cute. And the thickers. And then I got these charms because I use these on the outsides of my albums. So obviously I'll be using these for specific travel albums. And so then I'll have these on hand. And I'm going to put these in a different location. I'm going to put these with, I have a whole little separate little container, little stand that I organize all my charms and supplies for organizing my albums. Again, I could talk about that one of these days. And then I got the 6x8 paper pad, just because I knew I wouldn't have all the 12x12 sheets, because the project pad I don't think doesn't have all the patterns, but this has them, so I'll at least have, I think, most of the patterns in the collection. And then I love this. Like, I just grabbed this, and I was like, this just looks, I don't know. There's something about this, and they're thick, and there's, a lot in there, but it just, like, this is just like a little Christmas present to myself. I don't know. I just want to open it and like play with it. There's so many fun pieces in here. It's just the way it's packaged. It got kind of beat up. But I can't wait to play with those chipboard pieces. Those are really cute. So, set. Okay guys, we're almost there. Okay, so then I, on the same kind of note as that collection, this is also an older collection that I didn't grab when it was all new, but I kept seeing bits and pieces of it and thinking it was cute, and I always loved Chamel's supplies. I haven't gotten, I think, her last few collections, but I kept seeing this one and kept thinking, you know what, there's a lot of icons and themes in this collection, like the books especially. Some school theme supplies that I think would work with the photos that I have to scrapbook. Again, I've been going through all my photos, so I really have a good idea of what I still have yet to scrapbook when it comes to like my girls is like K through 12. So I got the Reasons to Smile. I don't think I have any paper, but I have a lot of her older collections and I think I can mix in. So I got the paper repack, which are like washi stickers and lightweight papers and ledgers. Vicki Boutin has this similar pack with some of her collections, and they're really fun for really providing a nice flat layer, kind of similar to like a rub-on or a very flat sticker. So I got that. The chipboard. Again, you guys are probably seeing all this. This is not new. Stickers. Also, I went through my school theme supplies, and I got, besides the new Simple Stories line that I got, I was very uninspired by it as well. So this will be good to maybe add to my school. I mean, there's a lot of other themes and icons, but I think I could really, this could freshen up my school theme stash, because there's a lot of backpacks and books and things. Puffy stickers. Got the sticker book. I love that. And the tags and pockets. And then, oh wait, I did get the paper. I'm sorry, hold on. And then I just saw a layout with this and I was like, I need that. I didn't realize it was Chamel. Just this die piece. That looked like a lot of fun. So I'm excited to play with that. And then the paper I got was, again, just the project pad. That seems to be with these older collections, if they have any paper left, they have the project pads left. So I'm wondering if they're maybe the least popular thing that they don't sell out. But a lot of times your paper pads aren't quite as vibrant as the individual papers. But this actually seems pretty good to me. I love this. Has like okay, this is my favorite paper ever. It has like gold glitter crosses or plus signs. That is a super cute piece of paper. I haven't looked at this yet, so. There's some gold glitter throughout. How cute is that? I'm so glad I got this. I know I love her stuff, and I always have. So I think the idea was, right, doing that. Cute. So I think I got my hands on most of this collection, which I'm happy about. It will get used. Oh my gosh, that backpack paper. So cute. Okay, very fun. So Chamel Reasons to Smile. Again, older collection, but new to me, and I'm excited to play. I think that's it, you guys. I'm gonna get this all. Nope, I have one more. One more. Just kidding. I got a winter collection. And this is new. So Simple Stories. Winter Wonder. I think this is new. No, this is not new. This is 2023. So, just a really pretty winter collection. I've done some winter scrapbooking recently. I got the chipboard frames, the floral bits, and I love having some winter stash that isn't overtly Christmas. And so, super cute. Oh, I just remembered one more collection I got that I put somewhere else. I love this coffee paper. So cute. I just love that. Mint green and mixed with the turquoise, mixed with the pinks and the different tones of blue. It just gives it a lot of possibilities for color combinations. I also got and maybe I'll just do a video on all the coffee theme supplies that I have, because as many of you know, I own 3 coffee shops. It was 4. We just closed one down. Long story there, but I own 3 coffee shops now. So I've been collecting coffee theme supplies for years. I have a lot. I have a lot of stamps, masks, all kinds of goodies. So I kind of snag it up whenever I see it, and I'm not for sure. I've been trying to think about a project, how I'm gonna scrapbook my journey of my business. But then I also get together once a week with 2 of my girlfriends, sometimes 3, for coffee every week, and I want to take some pictures of that and document that because I don't think I've documented that yet. And so obviously coffee is just a big part of my life. And so I thought this Echo Park pack was really cute. And it's a very specific color scheme. So like I said, I don't know for sure how I'm going to scrapbook my journey of my business. If I'm going to do like one really cohesive album or just do a bunch of just random layouts and just have it in its own separate album. I'm not for sure because all of our shops look very uniquely different in style, and so I got to figure that out. But this pack was cute, and I thought it wasn't a huge collection. It was just a few supplies that I thought would go well to put with my other coffee themed supplies, and so I got that as well. I think that's it, you guys. I kind of have everything in different places here. I think that is everything. So a lot of good stash. Again, a lot of it was older. You know, I'm happy to, even if I didn't get the full collections, to get a few bits and pieces from some of these lines that I've been kind of ogling over and not buying. I just kind of decided, you know what, I need to freshen up a few parts of my stash. And I've just been working so hard at using and organizing my older supplies, and I'm still going to focus on that for sure. But it was nice to have some new things into my stash. I also kind of wanted to treat myself. It's kind of a rough time when my youngest daughter is going to college this weekend, and so I'll be an empty nester. As if that wasn't sad enough for me. I mean, happy for her, sad for me. We lost our Annie dog this last week, and you guys have seen her in some of my videos. If I did some like scrapbook room tours, she was usually laying on the couch. We unfortunately lost her this last Monday. So I and it was a week prior to that we knew that we were going to have to let her go. So I'd ordered these supplies kind of before that, but I was already kind of sensing that I was going to need to pick me up after my daughter went off to college because it was going to be really quiet here. And now it's even more quiet because I don't have a puppy dog following me around everywhere. And, you know, she'd always kind of hang out with me whatever room I was in. And so anyway, so this is nice, little something to cheer me up a little bit. It's been a rough go, and these next few days are going to be, you all know, you know how it is if you have kids have gone off to school. Like it's very bittersweet, but a lot of big adjustments for me, and I feel like I had done so good at not buying supplies that I felt like if I'm going to treat myself, this is a time to do it, because I'm going to need a little something to keep my mind off of things, and delving into some fresh scrapbook supplies I think will help do that. So anyway, we all need excuses, right? Not that it's just we love the hobby, but so anyway, like I said, I have a couple video series in mind I want to do. I really want to get back into doing more consistent videos. I know I've said that a bazillion times, but again, now with no kids at home and no dog to like take care of, I have more time on my hands, and one less coffee shop. That's helped a lot with my time as well. And so I just, if you have some things you like, hey, show me how you organize your fall supplies or your Halloween, or just like pull out all your summer theme supplies and organize them on the camera or whatever. Like, there's all kinds of videos out there, and I just don't know what people love to watch. So I'm happy to take some suggestions, and yeah, so I will let you guys go. It's been a long video. Thanks for watching, and happy scrapping to you all. Thanks. Bye-bye.